Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another 4C Tuesday Night Live. I am Jeff Dunn. We are, of course, always joined by our Commander-in-Chief, Ken Carson, and Chris Bacon is here. How's everybody doing out there? I see Emilio out there. I see Murdoch out there. I hope everybody's doing wonderful. We are certainly doing great here. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad. How are you, Jeff?
I'm doing wonderful. Ken's been
all right,
moving
start
on.
over. Redo it. That's it. Take two. I'm all right. I am loading up the art for Wednesday.
And I don't. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, tomorrow night, guys. We've got 8:00. We're going to be doing a premiere of the Danielle Picciotto art for Wolverine 50. He did a 10-page story in that book, and Wolverine is in every single page. Jubilee is in some pages. It's a great little story, and we're going to put those pages up for sale. They're all really none of them are super duper overpriced. I mean, not overpriced, but I mean like high priced. They're all right in kind of our wheelhouse, and they're Daniel's stuff is great, and anything we can do to get him out there for you guys to take a look at. Oh, Ken just he just snuck one in there on us. Jason, what's going on out there? Yes, that's tomorrow night, not 7:00, but 8 p.m. Eastern, guys. Don't forget to join us if you want to try and get any of those pages. And plus, the book comes out tomorrow. So if you wanted to get a sneak peek, go run out and get the book. You can flip through the pages, and the numbers will be the same, 1 through 10. So you can figure out which one.
And the show is going to be anywhere from very quick to maybe an hour. That's it.
Yep.
So, if I run through the pages, and I'm going to run through them probably 3 times tops. Getting no bites, we're pulling. We're done.
Boom, done.
If we're getting some orders, and I think we should, because I'll tell you what, Jeff saw the pages, Bacon saw the pages. I mean,
yeah, I don't see any reason why we should have any of these left after the show, but you never know. But once again, this is not why we're here. I'm not here to talk about how we're going to have the great Tom Richmond on next week. I'm not here to talk about how Scott Shaw is going to be on the week after that, and then we're going to Heroes. We are here to talk to a legend in the business, a gentleman who is just done phenomenal work, has been in the industry for years, and I'm not going to talk about him anymore. I'm just going to bring him on. Please, everybody, welcome Mr. Joe Staton.
Hello.
There he is. How are you doing, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
Okay.
Hey, Joe, what do you know? I'm sure he's never heard that one before in his life. Oh, man. So how are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing fine. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, guys, for those of you who are new to our show, I'm going to run down the rules of how we work. We are a live claim sketch show. So what we're going to do is at some point we are going to throw up a banner. It's going to say something along the lines of Claim Joe Staton. What you're going to do when we throw that banner up is you're going to type claim into the chat. The first person to get the claim, you get to choose what you want. We're offering headshots. We're offering torsos. We're even offering a limited number of full figures tonight, guys. So if you've never bought from us before, you can always contact us through Messenger. You can contact Chris Bacon on Messenger for Facebook, or you can contact Ken Carson, or you can just email us at 4ccomicart@gmail.com. And just to let you know, if we have an abundance of claims, which I think we're going to have tonight, if we get over 3 claims, we're going to put the first 5 people in a wheel spin to make it fair. That way, the people with the fastest internet don't always get the sketches. Oh, yeah, and always, because Becker's not here, please like and subscribe. It's very important, guys, that you like and subscribe to us so you don't miss any of these wonderful events. And that's all the news that's fit to print. So I hope you all have your finger on the button. Oh, there it is. See, I didn't even get to finish my sentence before Ken threw up the claim. Joe has worked on everything. He's worked on Green Lantern. He's worked on Justice League. I think you were one of your early works. You worked with Roy Thomas, hired you at Marvel, didn't he?
That's right. Inking the Avengers.
That's right.
From that, inking Hulk.
Hulk. Let's see. Hulk, Ken. He inked the Hulk. That's Ken's favorite character.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And then you also you created a couple of huntresses in there as well.
Two
of them, yeah.
Earth 2, and then Earth whatever it is Gotham City. So
yeah.
I love that. Earth whatever it is.
Yeah, Earth whatever it is, exactly. There's a lot of Earths. Yep, that's right. And so he did the huntress. That's right.
Yeah, two huntress eye. I don't know.
Boom. Well, let's see. And And then what? So how? So what? When did you start working in comics? What year was that?
71.
71.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
Marvel your first gig? Was that the first one you had?
No, I started at Charlton.
That's right.
Very. I hope you still remember Charlton. Very.
I do.
Very small, cheap operation out of Connecticut, and was a fun place to start. I worked with Nick Cuddy. We created E-Man back then.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people. That's the first thing, if they think of me, they think of E-Man. So that goes back a ways.
Oh yeah, and then I know more recently you worked on Dick Tracy strip for about 10 years there. Exactly. That was pretty cool.
Exactly.
Yeah,
10 years. Yeah. So a deadline every day. So
oof.
That's the charm of a newspaper strip.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we got a claim. Listen. You can't go wrong with a little Hulk and a torso sketch. So a torso sketch of the Hulk. Oh, this will be interesting. Ken's not going to let a chance go by to not get one of those. I can't imagine even earlier work than Private Eye and E-Man, says somebody in the chat there. I know Joe's worked on so much stuff for DC Comics that he's probably drawn almost every character there is over there, at least the main ones, anyways. Joe, is there any character that you hadn't had a chance to draw that you would kind of like to, that you kind of missed out on?
Well, I always would have liked to have had a shot at Doctor Strange. But I'm a big Ditko fan.
Oh yeah.
And even when I was on the Avengers, I didn't have a chance for Doctor Strange to come through.
Oh yeah, you know what? And it's so funny because I hear so many artists say that they love Doctor Strange and have, like, some of them have stories in mind and stuff. I guess everybody was inspired a little bit by Ditko and what he did with that character, and they all like to contribute a little bit to it, to throw something there. That's really interesting. Somebody in the chat wanted to know if they could see that Huntress head sketch that you've got on the table there. If you wouldn't mind holding that up to the camera. Let's see. There. Oh, there. Look at that. That is beautiful.
And that is up. So a sample.
Nice. And then you got a Kilowog there in the background too. Always a fun one. Look at that. Nice. There you go, guys.
And I don't know if you can actually see this. A pencil of Spenguli.
Oh, that's Spenguli. There you go. It comes out a little bit. And yes, you know what? And Steel, you can absolutely claim a full figure sketch. What we said with Joe is he's only going to take a limited number of those tonight, guys. So if you want a full figure from Joe, this is something you might not be able to get from him at a show. It's a little more time consuming than other stuff that he does. So, but we're going to offer up a few of them tonight. So just let us know what character you'd like, and Steel, and we will get him working on that. Emilio, your uncle loves the Kilowog. Is that the one you're talking about? And of course, N Steel wants a Huntress full figure. So after Joe's knocked out a little bit of this Hulk, we'll get him working on a Huntress. That's awesome. Oh no, it's Spenguli. Okay, that's who he's talking about. And if anybody else wants to claim something from Joe, we'll take another claim here. If anybody out there wants anything, right now you're getting in early. The West Coast is still working. So if you want a shot at getting a sketch from a legend, now's the time to jump in. Let's see. Like I said earlier, we have a couple of announcements to make for tonight. We've got Tom Richmond's going to be joining us next week, so don't miss that. Basically former, is he the current editor or the former editor for the National Cartoonists Society?
Well, he's the president of the foundation.
President of the foundation.
Yeah.
And he Mad Magazine, guys. I mean, you can't do much better than Tom Richmond. He's been working on a piece for us for 2 years that I am hoping and praying is going to be done so we can show it off. It's fantastic, and it's almost there. So hopefully, not to put the pressure on him if he's watching, but if he had that to debut next week, that would be fantastic. And then the week after,
I would email him and say, all right, what exactly do you need, and what are the chances?
right? You got sometimes like Mr. Bill Morrison, you got to put a little fire under him to get him to knock some stuff out. I like it.
And if I'm correct, that's probably a sketch that will cost this man all of maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, well,
he's so fast.
He is so fast. He is. And then the week after that, guys, we're going to have Scott Shaw on. He's bringing some brand new pages, a lot of new artwork, and that's going to be a very Smurf-tastic show because he's going to be Smurfing anybody who wants to be immortalized as a Smurf. He will turn you into a Smurf. We already got Flintstones. Now we're all getting Smurfed. It's going to be a good old time.
I will tell you this. He was showing me the art he was going to send me. And he held up a Sonic. He goes, look, I found this page from the first Sonic book. And he held it up. And as he was holding it up, I'm looking at it, and it had it was the title page. The Sonic #1. And I was like, that's the title page. He goes, oh, yeah, I guess it is. And he put it in the file and started showing me some books.
Title page from Sonic #1. Crazy.
Yeah.
So that'll be available, guys, and that's in 2 weeks. And then right after that, we will all three of us here, and even Joe, all of us who are on camera right now, will all be at Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. Which, by the way, is where we're going to pick up these pieces from Joe. So you don't have to wait long. We will have them in hand in a little over 2 weeks. So that's pretty great. And then at Heroes Con, we're going to have we have like 7 people. They're going to be part of the 4C family at Heroes Con. We've even got Jim Shooter is going to be kind of adjacent. He's right next to us. They wanted him to have his own end table. So he's next to us, not behind, because they wanted to make sure we got a lot of FaceTime on that main aisle. So Bill Morrison will be there. Aranga D will be there. Mike DiCarlo will be there. Pascal Ferry will be there.
Jesus Moreno.
Jesus Moreno will be there.
Ron Wilson.
And Ron's right. Ron's going to be there. So that it's going to be a loaded, fun show.
Mike DiCarlo.
Well, I said Mike DiCarlo. I didn't miss Mike. But I did miss Ron, and I feel bad about that. Well, so many names. I have to go through our roster to figure out who's not going to be there.
Right. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Get all those clowns in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stuff happens.
Right. And for those of you who we know are fans of, yes, Annika will even be there. Annika is coming to Heroes Con. She's flying across the country and will be there. So
didn't she say I'll be there in a second 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, she said it before the show even started.
Listen, if Annika wasn't late to the show, it wouldn't be a show. But she'll be here for Heroes. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. It's my favorite show of the year. I get to see a lot of these guys in person, and we get to hang out. And it's just a really great show. Very art centric. If you've never been, I highly recommend going. Joe, you do it almost every year, don't you?
Almost every year. Yeah, and like you say, it's all about the art there.
That's right. Art and creators and it's just comics. Doesn't have any celebrities.
No, no wrestlers, no movie stars. It's comics.
That's right. Yeah, that's why it's our favorite.
And this year they're going to have a lot of new people, a huge list of guest stars, and not stars, comics people. And,
sure.
You can kind of see everybody this year.
Yeah, I mean it's a list that just keeps going and going and going. When you go down that list and you're looking, you just can't believe. You take any 10 or 20 of these people and you could do an entire show with them. And there's over 100. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why we decided to bring Pasquale and Jose, Jesus in just to have some good variety, So, yeah.
And salary. Yes. I think Joe would be open to doing some battle damage. I think he's capable of doing that. I've seen some of the comics he's drawn. He's had to draw some pretty vicious superhero battles, so I think he can handle a little battle damage.
I am loving this Hulk, by the way. Oh my God.
But yeah, if you've never been to Heroes, guys, highly recommend it. And the art auction is one of the highlights too. It has an almost second to none donated pieces by a lot of the artists, and it's a good old time with the alcohol flowing and the bids going.
Yeah, and a lot of the art's actually done there in public. You know, people are put up at a panel.
They have a giant stage. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they come right up on the stage and do paintings and drawings and sketches, so you can kind of watch them do the piece that they're doing. I know Brian Stelfreeze is always a popular guy to watch because he always does it at the convention, and it's always just gorgeous stuff.
They kind of didn't the last year they moved the stage over to the side though, right? It wasn't in the middle anymore.
No, yeah, it used to be in the middle, but I think they moved it over. They have that little side area. We were in there a couple of years ago when we brought John Romita Jr. to the show, right. And now they go to kind of put people who have huge long lines like your Chris Claremonts and others to that kind of side. So they put it over there because there's a little more space and it kind of fills in the area a little bit. Hi, Annika. Look who joined us.
Hi, everyone. Ooh.
We were just talking about how everybody on camera is going to be at Heroes Con.
I will be there too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so if you've never been, guys, we highly recommend doing that show. It's going to be a blast. So come see us. If you can't, we will try to do some live stuff from it. We're going to have, like I said, we're going to be busy. We have a lot of people, but it just depends on how good the Wi-Fi is. Maybe we'll walk around and try to do some stuff at that show. But it's just going to be a lot going on. So we'll do our best to help anybody out to look into some cool stuff. I actually plan on, if I can't do it, my daughter's going to be there. I might make her do it. I think we're going to finally do a 4C like walk around the con video. Everybody does these videos about walking around the convention. We're going to show you what it's like to do it from our point of view and walk around this con and check everything out. So I think we're going to work on that so we can put that up on the Facebook page and YouTube to get some people checking that out. So we'll see if we can get time to do that. I've been meaning to do it every show, and then I just never have enough time. So now that we have some extra people, not extra, but we've got enough people, and I can, put my daughter to work.
Yeah,
and I think, and Ken, your daughter's going to be there too, right?
Summer will be there. Yes, Renee and Summer. So,
Renee and Summer, yeah, wife and daughter, awesome. It's a family affair.
Yep. And Shooter will have his own assistant doing his stuff. So that means my wife is free to do something else. So look out.
Mm-hmm. Salary wants to claim another. He wants to claim a full body battle damaged huntress. We got 2 full figure huntresses. This is going to be awesome. And with the full figure ones, guys, what he'll probably do is, just because he wants to make sure we get him, really well done, he might start on him a little bit, lay down the bones, and then kind of lay him off to the side, and then finish him up after the show, if we run out of time. And that way, you guys, everybody who wants to get a sketch can get a sketch. And like I said, I feel like that the West Coast crowd is going to be getting off work any minute now, so we're probably going to get some more people getting off work and showing up. So we might need to do some more head sketches and torsos and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I think Huntress is probably my most popular character, and if I'd realized that she would be the one I'd have to be drawing all my life, I would have made her costumes.
Yeah, that's definitely something with artists who think about that stuff. I think Mark Bagley says that all the time about Carnage. He's like, if I had only known this character was going to be my signature character, I would not have made him so complicated to draw. And
why couldn't it have just been Chip or something like that?
Something simple. The Blob, something where it's like, oh yeah, I could draw this character all day. I know Ken is a fan of mentioning how they don't understand how the people who drew Jimmy Olsen used to put that checkered jacket on him. He'd be in that suit and everything. And imagine having to draw those checkers over and over and over and over.
Okay.
Annika, do you have a do you have a piece by Joe in your illustrious collection? No. Wow.
I know. I really should. Should. It's
This one just signed.
Oh yeah,
All right.
so, yeah, you're all good. You sign that one away and good to go.
Sorry, yeah.
And then the next one we'll start on after that is a full figure Huntress.
Oh,
Can you hold that up, Joe?
Oh yeah, Ken wants to see it. Can you hold that Hulk up real quick?
oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Here we go.
Look at that.
There he goes.
That's awesome.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, Neil says Joe Staton, damn legend. That's right, Neil. He is a damn legend. So we got one regular full figure Huntress. If you want to start on that one, once again, like I said, you don't have to finish it if you just want to lay the bones down, and then we've got another full figure one that wants to be battle damaged after that one. So this is just the first normal full figure. So. And then I guess any pose you want. Yeah, just make them, they didn't really specify. So I always like it when they leave it up to the artists, let you kind of figure out what you want to do with it. Now, Joe, do you prefer drawing females to males, or do you is there one you like drawing more, like monsters, or what are your favorite things to draw when you're doing these things?
Yeah, I like monsters a lot. Funny animals. Yeah, I kind of like all of them. Yeah.
Nice. How did you get the gig to do the Dick Tracy strip? How did that come about?
Well, for years there would be rumors around that the strip was going to be open and there'd be tryouts, and it never actually happened. But so kind of unofficially, my buddy Mike Curtis and I started doing our own little bitty Tracy continuities for a Tracy online site, and so we had some Tracy strips there. Mm-hmm. Nick Loker actually did retire, and the Tribune said, "We've got these guys who've got some samples. Why don't we just hire them?" So out of the blue, they called Mike up, and then Mike called me and said, "You actually want to do the strip, and they want to know, do we think we can do it every day?" And I said, "Oh yeah, well, we can do that." So. Well, I was around for 10 years doing it every day, or occasionally I'll fill in, and Mike's still with it. And
wow,
he should. I think the crew I started with is shooting for 31, 20. What is it? Well, the Tracy's 100th birthday.
Wow, that's amazing. Raleigh asks, is any available comic strip art from Dick Tracy? Do you have any of that?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of that.
Wow. Well, there you go. Maybe somebody can talk you into bringing a few of those to a convention, perhaps, or maybe they can hit you up personally and see if you want to part with any of that stuff. But that's out of our hands, unless we'll talk to them after the show. But if you want to get any of that stuff, are you going to part with any of that stuff, or do you just kind of like to hold on to it?
I can always take a bunch to the show. And
there you go.
You can, if there's anything you're interested in, you can see my whole run on Go Comics, and you can just check in on that and let me know.
Well, there you go. That's great. We did something with Alex Saviak where we decided, since he had done a bunch of those Spider-Man dailies, that we had people were requesting, like, they wanted to get the ones from their birthday so they could have the comic strip from one of their not necessarily the year they were born, but the the month and day they were born, so they could have one of those that came out on the same day that they were born. So that was always a really cool thing when you can say, yeah, this one came out when I turned, 20 or when I turned 10 or when I turned 15 or, it's always makes the art a little more personal, I think. So that's kind of a cool thing. If anybody's thinking about a way they would want to collect the strips. Oh, let's see. So there you go, Raleigh. So they are available. And Murdoch says, I don't know if he means that we're doing he says really now, and I don't know if he meant we were going to do. We're not showing the strips off right now, buddy. No. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Here's a monster and a beautiful woman. Claim beautiful female creature Medusa headshot. Well, are you doing multiple claims, Salary? Are we doing more than one? I will allow that because I have that kind of power. I can make that happen. We're not going to let Joe put his pen down tonight. We can help it. Oh, Murdoch says I'm talking about the Dick Tracy strips. Yeah, so I meant, yeah, like I said, if you want to reach out to Joe, he can definitely bring some to shows if he's doing a show that you're at, or if you want to reach out to him personally. Do you have an email or a website, Joe?
Yeah, I have a website, joestaton.com.
It's very complicated. I don't know how anybody will remember that.
So and you can contact me through that.
There you go.
That's and that has a lot of Tracy stuff on show there, and then find out what they'd like me to bring.
Yeah, awesome. There you go. We like to put people together with art. That's our thing. Let's see. I hope I don't butcher this name, but Michael Fala says hi, Joe. I don't know if he's somebody you personally know or if he's just saying hi.
Oh, hi. I think it might be somebody I know.
Sure. And if I'm butchering their name, I apologize profusely. Neil says, is anybody else fanboying right now? Yeah. It's always fun to watch legends draw and see how they start and how they turn that blank piece of paper into something great. And then I'm Bacon. You're doing Raleigh in July, right?
I am with Mike and Ron.
That's right. Mike DiCarlo and Ron Wilson will be in Raleigh, and that's a GalaxyCon, right?
It is.
It is. Oh,
as San Diego.
Yep, same weekend as San Diego. So we got show on the West Coast, show on the East Coast, and this will be one of the. It's like the second time that we've been foreseeing it in two different locations. I think we did one in. We did one time where Renee was working with Shooter at a show, and then Ken was doing another show with Bill. So, but this one's we're going to be doing San Diego and Raleigh, coast to coast, baby. And I know Bacon and I love those Galaxy shows because they treat the creators and the people that work with them very well. They have the best green room in the business.
Oh,
they do indeed.
Oh yeah,
I'll have to find out about that one.
Joe. Yeah, Joe. If you ever get a chance to do a GalaxyCon, maybe try and do Richmond next year or something. They've got. I tell you what, they do not disappoint when it comes to the green room.
Yeah.
And then I just have to play it really cool when I'm walking around, Dolph Lundgren and all the other, celebrities they have that we all share the room with, and just get my sandwich and my coffee and not try and nerd out in the only safe place they've really got. So.
Okay. So this is, I hope you can see this.
We can. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we can definitely make it. Wow, that's fantastic. Holy cow.
So that still will be a lot of finishing to do. So it's okay to pass this one for later?
Yeah, absolutely, Pat. Moving right along if you want to. And the next one is another Huntress full figure, but this one battle damaged. She's, if you want to, rip something or, scuff her up a little bit. She's been fighting, so however you want to do it.
Well, she can take a lot of abuse.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we have a lot of call for people who love to see the ones who have like the more full body costumes kind of torn, where you have like Spider-Man with his hair sticking out of his stuff. So I'll be very interested to see what you do with somebody who's got more of a, more skin on their, costume that shows. So you can see how it works a little different, especially a female. Cause you still don't want her, her to be all bloody. You don't want her to be all, mangled. You want her to still look, good. You just, so I can't wait to see how this turns out. Oh yeah, listen, Emilio, when you meet some of those people that you used to watch on TV, sometimes I can, I can just have them walk by and I'm just like, oh, that's kind of cool. And sometimes I got to kind of bite my tongue and not say anything, I tell this to Ken all the time. I think the only person who I would just probably not be able to talk would be Mark Hamill. I think that'd be one where I would probably just, lose my stuff. Just because, I'm like, how do you tell a guy you dressed up as him for Halloween when you were 7?
Well, exactly how you just did, except it's going to sound.
Oh, it's not going to sound like that. It's going to be mumbled, and I'll probably be like, you dressed up like me. I mean, I dressed up like.
Dressed up like you.
Exactly. You just. It's a pleasure for you to meet me. That's not what I meant. Oh. But so you say Heroes is one of your favorite shows. Do you have any other favorite conventions that you really enjoy doing around the country?
I'll really enjoy Baltimore. That's always a lot of fun.
It is.
We have a local show in Albany, New York. That's we have kind of a regular crew that shows up, and Ron Mars and a lot of regular people around this area, and we always have a great time there and a good turnout. So I like to get there.
Nice. It makes it easier when it's close.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, those are great shows. I love Baltimore too. That's a fantastic show.
You sound like you're big on the comic centric shows, Joe.
Yeah. Too often it's it's too much for the comics, but there's still a few around.
Annika, how's it going over there in San Diego today?
Good. Weird weather.
Weird? What's weird weather for San Diego?
Cold. Very cold right now.
I wish it was cold. Wait.
Wait. What's really cold?
Let's. I don't know. It's really cold this morning. I don't really want to tell you guys.
If she says like 75, I'm gonna be so mad.
She's getting kicked off.
In the 60s, like low 60s.
Low 60s. Well, how I don't understand how you're not freezing. He says completely facetiously.
Because I'm in my office
60.
and it's no AC on or no heater. It's a small little office.
Oh my God.
I pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, hey, so Joe, I wanted to tell you. So Scott Shaw is going to bring this little show to our 4C channel where he finds old comic books that have where when they made them, I don't think that they knew they were going to become quite as interesting to look at as they are now. It's basically it's called Oddball Comics, and it's stuff that maybe at the time I don't know what some of them you don't know what they were thinking. I wish we had some to show you, but it's stuff where maybe the title is a little doesn't really hold up to modern times, or there'll be a guy Yeah, God, I can't even. It's so hard to describe. Ken, you're still out there. Can you better describe it better than I am? Would you? Where are you? Hidden behind the word open. Come out there, Ken. Where are you?
Hey.
Yeah.
How would you
I mean,
describe?
yeah. I thought I had. No, he was showing the art. That's right. He was sharing it. I don't have it.
Yeah.
But if you actually, if you do a search on the internet for it, you'll find just put Oddball Comics with Scott Shaw. He's done it before. It's all of these goofy, inappropriate either sayings or inappropriate drawings or
Well, and
a
the
little
thing is,
bit
they
of
weren't
both.
necessarily. They weren't meant to be inappropriate. They just didn't. Somehow
Right.
they made it past the censors, and they were
Right.
just things that miscarry. The way you're speaking, like the just how you say it comes off not sounding the way you meant it to sound, and it's pretty funny when you see it.
Yeah. He had one where a guy was standing there, and it was with a kid with a log or something like that. It was crazy.
Well, yeah. There was one where there's a guy standing. He has like his hands on his hips, and there's a boy with him, and it's basically a photograph on the cover of like a comic, and the boy's holding the log, but he's holding it right in front of the gentleman who's got his hands on his hips. So it's just something that you wonder what like how did that make it back? It's because people didn't have the dirty minds back then that we have now, I guess.
Right.
100%.
But the expressions and sayings back then have taken on different meanings now, so it's kind of funny to see them. But anyway, so maybe if we do one of those, we could have you on for a guest. You could find some of maybe some older stuff that you noticed that stuff where you're like, I can't believe they printed this or something, or. Oh, Joe had something to say, and I think he froze. Hold on, you froze on us, Joe. Wait a second. There you are. Now we got you.
Yeah, I have a character who kind of gets that reaction these days. Back with the group called the New Guardians, so it's a spinoff from Green Lantern. We had a villain. Cocaine was very big in those days. It was very, very, very hot, and the villain's name was Snowflame, and somehow he was powered by overdoses of cocaine. And it didn't occur to me at the time. This was kind of funny. I don't think it occurred to Stephen Goulart, but I never know what Steve is really thinking. So I was taken by surprise. In the last couple of years, there's actually been a resurgence in a fandom for this character, Snowflame, the cocaine superhero.
Wow.
He comes around. I draw. Oh.
The cocaine-powered superhero. Wow. Yeah, no, I don't think that would fly. I don't think that would make it past the censors nowadays. But guys, we do have open claims for Joe. So if anybody wants to get in there, he's working on a full figure battle damaged Huntress right now. And then after that, he's got a headshot of Medusa, I believe. I need to go back and double check and make sure we've got the right one. And Steele, we do have his information since he's bought from us before. Correct? He did ask us.
I already sent an invoice.
Well, there you go. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back through the chat, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Hey, Joe, last year when Bacon and I were at the Ruin Awards, we saw you there. How long have you been in the Cartoon Society?
I think it's been about 5 or 6 years now. Part of it was COVID, so it wasn't too much. First one I went to was Philadelphia several years back. And when I started, the Dick Tracy strip was getting a very good reaction. People were glad to see what we were doing there, and it's very different being around NCS than being all comics people, all comic book people. So, but it's really cool. I'm very pleased with NCS. They have lots of programs trying to bring kids along, kind of have camps for them to learn how to be cartoonists and ruin their lives or whatever. Yeah, so it's cool.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, Ken and I had a great time. We were super busy because we were running the auction, but man, it was a great time.
Yeah, we got to meet some legends. Jim Davis. My God, Bill Morrison.
Bill Morrison's a legend.
Oh yeah.
He certainly is. Just ask him.
It's like I have really cute pictures of me with Joe Giella and Cy Berry and
Mm-hmm.
Lynn Johnson and the entire Walker clan. Get different pictures that you normally would. Let's see. Here's our
All right, battle damaged.
the battle
Huntress.
Yeah, there.
Oh wow, I can't wait to see how that turns out. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Oh, great. And the next one is a headshot of Medusa. So that'll be fun. We might be able to finish that one. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, and Fred Chamberlain, who often works with Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, he says, hey to all of us and hey to you.
Hey, Fred. We know Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows Fred.
Fred's kind of a big deal. People know him.
Okay, now I got to look up Medusa.
Sure. So I'm wondering if they want. All right, before we start, do you want the Greek goddess Medusa? Because he was talking about monsters and women, so he may want that one. I want to make sure before, because I mean, obviously there is a Marvel character.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the Inhumans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. So let's make sure that which one he wants. So hopefully he's still out there, and we can double check. And it was salary. So I think it was salary. Yeah. So let us know what. Yeah, if you want because he said, here's a monster and a beautiful woman. And he said, claim beautiful female creature Medusa. So maybe he wants the Greek goddess and not the Marvel character, because I wouldn't say there's anything monstrous about the Marvel character.
Nope, just lots of hair that keeps moving.
Oh. Yeah, he says, oh, yes, the Greek goddess.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Kind of the Ray Harryhausen version.
There you go. So yeah, no, nothing to be sorry about. Like I said, if under context, it's easy for me to figure out what you wanted, but I did want to double check. But once again, guys, I also wanted to point out, tomorrow night, special show, 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, we will be debuting the 10-page story that Daniel Picciotto has done for Wolverine 50, written by Larry Hama. We'll offer up all 10 pages for sale. I can tell you Wolverine is in every single page. And there's some wonderful, almost full splashes and some great action scenes. And it's just a nice little self-contained story. And like I said, the prices are going to be right in your ballpark for our lovely 4C crowd. Nothing's going to break the bank. And they're just fantastic. So please tune in tomorrow night with Ken for that and get the chance to get some great art by a 4C artist, which we love. He's part of the family. You know he's part of the family because Ken loves to tell him what a pain in the ass he is. And just kidding, though. He messes with all of us.
No, I don't.
Oh, and then we've got another claim, Jim Manley, who I don't know if you ever bought from us before, Jim. So if you haven't, it's all good. Just make sure you email us at 4ccomicart@gmail.com, or you can message on Facebook to Chris Bacon or Ken Carson. If I'm wrong and you bought from us before, I apologize profusely, but you look like a new name. I don't think I've seen your name before. Oh, he says he has. See, so I'm an idiot. I apologize. But he wants to claim a Greek god Zeus torso, so that'll be next up. That's going to look fantastic. Wow. We got superheroes and gods going on tonight. I like it. Oh, and I just got a phone call from, I don't know anybody in Providence, Rhode Island, so that's not for me. Let's see what else. And then, yes, do we know anything about the show next week? What Tom's going to be offering up? Tom Richmond will be on, Mad TV artist, or Mad TV, Mad Magazine artist. Do we know any of the ins and outs of that op there, Ken?
I think Tom's going to be doing headshots and torsos. We haven't got into specifics yet, but yeah, he is fast. He is fast.
Yeah.
He could probably do full figures too. But we'll see what he's willing to do. So I'll get an answer as soon as I can. He's pretty responsive to emails, so I'll make sure I get that information to Bacon as soon as possible.
Wonderful. And yeah, as soon as we know, guys, we will post up all the information and examples on the Facebook page.
Hey, Jim, I've got you, buddy. Jim Manley.
Nice. Jim says, I have copies of the God of Mount Olympus books Joe illustrated in the 70s.
Oh, cool.
And Joe signed them for me earlier this year. Awesome, oversized stories. So that's fantastic.
No, I love the Greek gods. Now I'm going to want to hate them for Stephanie.
Darn it. You're going to have to get some arts.
I was being so good, and then who said that? Manly? I'm coming for you, Manly. Dang it!
We haven't had a good Annika's upset because she doesn't want to spend money, but she's going to anyways rant in quite a while, have we?
I know.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to save up. She has a really big piece she has to pick up in Heroes in a couple weeks.
I don't even remember how much I owe you. I need you to text me again, Jeff.
I'll message you again, darling.
Okay.
Oh, and then Parabellum Collectibles says, of course you're going to have a Daniel Picciotto event when I'm at work. Well, we plan around your work schedule, sir. That's
what time do you want me to do the freaking thing? Midnight.
Don't poke the bear, you guys.
Listen, what I will say to everybody is the comic goes on sale tomorrow. Daniel did 10 pages. They're going to be numbered 1 through 10. If there's a page you want, you can claim it in the before we even show it to anybody else. If you want to, just pick it out and throw it up there.
Isn't that cheating?
Well, no, I mean, if once again, I mean, they're going to have to do it before they see exactly how much it costs. But I already said that nothing is super duper expensive. It's all in that sort of wheelhouse where we operate. So as long as we're not charging you $1,000 for a page, if you want to make sure you get it, I'm just telling you that's the easiest way to do it. Especially if you're at work, you just sneak on and say claim page 9, done.
Who says we're not charging $1,000 for a page?
Well, not for those.
Look, you upset my dog.
I tried. I was doing my best Bacon impersonation.
It's just because I'm here.
She heard Bacon's voice.
Let's see. James N says, did Joe like creating Huntress? Now, which Huntress do you mean? He created 2.
Yeah, know your stuff, guys.
I like them both. Yeah.
See? He doesn't pick with his kids. He loves them both.
Leave me alone, Earl.
Oh man.
My credit card is literally the only thing I have on my credit card is my Heroes ticket. That is it, my plane ticket, not my actual ticket to the convention. My plane ticket. The only thing I have on my credit card. Don't tempt me.
Normally I'd say, I hope you don't expect me to feed you too. But Renee and Summer are going to be there.
Yeah.
Oh,
My girls.
you'll be protected. You're under protection.
My girls. I love them. They're my faves. That's why they're my faves, Ken. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love you, Ken. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, the Summer sarcasm is just...
Like her father.
I know, but it's just so much nicer coming from her. I think it's because she's just so adorable.
She's laughing downstairs. Or screaming, one or the other. I'm not sure.
Oh, is she home from school already?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Why am I not in college anymore?
She's been home well over a week, I think. That was like my last trip on the trip. To end all trips.
Oh, picking her up.
To go get summer. Yeah.
Well, I'm jealous. I'm still in school.
She's been
Not
working
for
for
much
me.
longer, though, right?
2 more weeks. Or a week now.
Oh my God, this Medusa is already looking awesome.
No, don't say that. Shut up.
Oh my God, break open your wallet there, Annika. You're definitely gonna want one after you see this. Is it Aricia? Is that the character, the Green Lantern with the short blonde hair that you co-created also?
Yep.
Am I pronouncing that correctly, Aricia?
Aricia, yep.
Oh, I did not know you co-created her. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's go big and open up your wallet.
I already have a
Make
job.
bad decisions with me.
Well,
I know. How come I'm the only one that doesn't?
I don't know. You've got pieces from people I don't have stuff from. Listen, Fred's in the audience, and he's also sending me pictures while he knows I'm on a live show, and he's asking me questions. So I'm going to read the question. He says, "Joe, who was the artist, if there is any, that when you first were introduced to them, you became starstruck?"
Ooh, that's a good one.
Do you know who it was, Joe?
Was that to me?
That was to you.
I think Roy Krinkle.
Roy Krinkle. Wow.
Yes. It almost never came out that he was at a party at somebody's apartment, and I was couldn't really think of anything to say to him except just look at him. So I was very very overcome by that level of legendary art. So.
Wow. Okay. Ken says for him it's Wayne Gretzky.
No, that was me. I typed that in. I was
Oh,
replying to Earl.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
He said you regret the shots you don't take.
Oh, see. And then somebody asked earlier, when was the last time you worked on the Huntress for DC Comics?
Oh golly. Let's see. Oh, maybe 30 years ago.
Wow.
Maybe. It's been a good long while. Yeah.
Sounds to me like DC needs to have you back. So if you're out there, DC, and you're watching, Joe needs to come back and do some more Huntress stuff. So are you working on anything currently? Is there anything on your table besides our artwork?
I'm trying to be retired. Various things will turn up, but I'll wind up having being late again for a few weeks. But I'm trying not to be committed to anything.
Nice. Well, yeah, listen, enjoy those later years. I know your lovely wife is around there somewhere. We got to talk to her earlier. Let's see. And I know we already have another character after this. I'm trying to remember who it was now. Do you guys? It was for. Oh, it's for. It was it. It's for. Oh, that's right. Zeus.
Zeus.
And that's a torso. All right, that's what's next. I just want to make sure I didn't forget.
Yep. I think I already sent that invoice too. I think all the invoices have been sent.
Fred says Hillary's a slave driver.
No, Hillary's actually trying to make sure that I don't get overcommitted, and it's when she's not looking that I wind up actually doing stuff that I'm trying not to be doing. But I think I just I'm committed to drawing forever, so it comes.
Oh, then Bill Morrison just chimed in. He just into the chat. Thanks for watching, Bill.
Legend.
Love it when you're out there. He says, "Hi, Joe. Great to see you."
I will.
Hey, Bill.
No, he didn't say hi to us. He didn't say hi to us.
Hey, Bill.
Let's see. Mario Solis says, "Hi, Joe." Once again, I'm going to read your name, guys. If he knows you, he knows you. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I can't assume anything anymore. He's got too many friends. So this is like a telethon thing. If it's anybody who says hi to Joe, I'm going to read your full name. So if you want me to read your name to Joe, just type in hi and I'll say it. I'm not causing trouble, Bill. I'm just pointing out that you didn't say hi to any of us. He did say hi to you, Annika.
It's because he hasn't seen me all year. It's so sad.
No, but he's going to see you in just like 2.5 weeks. Because Bill Morrison will be at Heroes Con with everybody on camera.
Morrison,
So
big
Joe's
one.
gonna be at Heroes Con too.
Bacon will be there. I'll be there. Ken will be there. It's a party. And Joe's going to be there. So it's a super party.
Hi, Bill.
I do miss
Let's see. So Mario says, I got my first ever commission from Mr. Staton at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, which year did you get this from? When's the last time you were at San Diego, Joe?
Goodness, about 10 years ago.
10 years ago? Wow. So he got a sketch from you a while ago.
Yeah, I could have been in the 70s.
Listen. And he said his first ever commission. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure he means like the first commission he ever got and not just the first one from you, which means, you know, he that could be like the thing that got him started in collecting art. You could have been the gateway drug, Joe. that you know, drawing that guy who runs on cocaine.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Jim wants to ask you, how did Joe get involved in the Destroyer Duck book with Jack Kirby and Steve Gerber?
It was just everybody who knew anybody was trying to get involved in this and trying to back Jack Kirby. And I think I got into it. The script I did, Marty Pasco wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the legendary story of the artist who wouldn't accept that the editor wasn't paying him, and took the editor to the window, turned him upside down, held him out the window, and wouldn't bring him in until the guy came up with the money. This is supposedly a true story.
Wow.
Except every time you hear it, I think most often when I hear it, it's Bob Kanigher. It might, but it is supposed to be a true story.
Wow.
And I have known artists who have almost done that. But a buddy of mine named Mike Hinge, who was a science fiction artist, almost did that. He did have a editor kind of back over the railings, so it almost happens. So
Well, let's see. Morrison says, I heard it was I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Kanigher? Kanigher?
Bob Kanigher, yeah. Or I think I've also heard that Mort Weisinger, maybe. Oh, hey.
Look at that. Somebody said they got a sketch from you in Singapore.
Yeah, at G&B Comics.
Wow.
Is the nicest comic book store I great, and they treat you real well. And, yeah, and I recommend it. If you're in the neighborhood in Singapore, be sure to go by G&B Comics.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan's one of our international customers who lives out there. So I'm sure he probably frequents that wonderful store. And then, by the way, yes, Mario said that you were his gateway drug. You did get him addicted, and now he gets commissions all the time. So
That's amazing.
And then Mario says if you want to claim a commission today, buddy, you go right ahead. Just type it in there. Let us know what you would like and what character and what option, because we have a headshot, torso, or full figure, and we'll get him working on that for you. So yes, if you would like something, Mario, all you got to do is type that word claim and what you want in the chat, and we will get Joe. We'll get you on Joe's list. He's only got one other piece after this that's lined up right now, so we can do that.
Lots of snakes. So it's one head, but it's lots of snakes.
Right. Well, Mario, they're scrolling at the bottom of the screen, but the headshots are 150, the torsos are 250, and the full figures are 450, and they're all on 9x12 paper. So there you go.
Man, I managed to hit that mute button at the right time. I let out the biggest sneeze in the world.
I try to do that with my burps now for you, Bacon. I know you don't like it.
You hesitated, and I thought you were going to say fart. I was really hoping you were going to say fart, not sneeze.
Look, if you know about Jeff's burps, you know about Jeff's burps.
Listen, I'm a better out than in, I always say.
Oh my God, not Mothman. What's his name?
Let's see. Mario says, I want to let's see. Linda Craig says she was thinking about Suge Knight. Oh God. People holding people out of windows. Somebody said Biggie. Somebody said Suge Knight. This was more like, 40s, 50s gangster kind of stuff than it was, Does Joe ever work? Joe, do you ever work with color?
Sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes, yeah.
No.
I did paintings for covers for amazing and fantastic science fiction magazines back in the 60s. So,
wow.
But I think I can still remember doing that.
Sleeping with the fishes. Poor fishies.
Yeah, cement shoes. That's right. Let's see. I want to answer everybody's questions, but I'm getting some messages to my private messaging, and I'm like, I can't do both, guys. I feel bad when I'm holding my phone up trying to answer stuff there. Just do it. There's nothing too private. My world is out there. Throw everything on the chat out here, guys. I can't chew gum and walk. You guys expect me to read two different chats and talk?
Can't tell you if you're talking to me because some of it was me.
No.
Are you talking to someone else, Jeff?
No, it's not just you. It's everybody. No, when you guys message me, that's fine. But I do. It does take me a second to realize who's talking to me. But yeah, guys, we have lots of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and unlike the news, I don't have a little earpiece, so I have to. It's I'm everywhere.
We should do that, interconnected earpieces for these shows.
Would just be wait, this just in, one of those kind of,
I wonder if they'd reach across states.
Do you guys remember? Do you remember those phones that came out years ago that were Direct Connect? When they were that you could click on it, and it would be
it was no. What was it?
Nokia, was it?
No, it was Nokia. I had one.
Oh, gee.
And it went
Nextel. Way to go, Emilio. Wow.
See, I said nah.
Yeah, it was nah.
Yeah, nah. No, I had one. They're really popular in San Diego because to talk across the border.
Nice. Let's see. Bill. Hey, by the way, Bill says that he regrets that he never had you draw a Radioactive Man story when he was at Bongo Comics.
Yeah, Bill, what were you thinking?
I
Come on,
know,
Bill.
right?
I don't think it ever came my way.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I never crossed paths with Bongo. That's great stuff.
Oh, to go back. Yeah.
Oh,
I do love that picture of Bill as his avatar, though, with his head on a plate.
it's not showing up here though.
Look, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Go back to
On
Bill. Put up his
StreamYard.
comment. Put up his comment to make it real big.
No, it doesn't show up on StreamYard.
Yeah, it does.
It's right
No,
there.
it doesn't.
It's over your face right now.
Why does mine not work? Oh, never mind. I know why it doesn't show up on mine.
Because you're. Mhm.
This is not my personal computer,
Ah,
and something is blocked, and Facebook is blocked on my computer.
that's right. That was Bill as the head editor. But
Linda Craig always comes through with the good ones.
I know. She's what we call witty.
He says he was a guest star in a horror movie show. And
Wow,
his character was Cousin Hetty. Headley, sorry.
Earl, you killed it with this request.
Oh wow, we got look at the request that just came in. That's another one that's going to be awesome. Holy cow. So after this, we have a torso of Zeus, but after that, we have a headshot of Solomon Grundy. That's going to be awesome. I love that character.
Yeah,
Come on.
Huntress had some run-ins with Solomon Grundy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mario Bacon, you don't have Mario, right?
Mario, I don't know if you've bought from us before. Let us know if you have. Let's see. Oh, Chris put a little thing there for you. Yeah, if you've never bought from us before, just make sure you DM Chris Bacon on Messenger, and he'll get your information so he can send you out an invoice. And for everybody who does not know, I want to make sure we put it out there, guys, that it is a 4% processing fee from PayPal, and there is $25 shipping on this stuff. But if anybody's going to be at any of the shows that we have coming up, obviously, if you're at Heroes, well, Joe's at Heroes, so you can pick it up there. But if you're going to be at say Hershey Comic Con, which is 2 weeks after Heroes, so you can pick it up there. If you're going to be at San Diego, we'll be there too. You can pick it up there. So don't have to mail it to you. But if we do, it's just $25 shipping. So that's it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wow. That is insane. I want to be like, technically that's like 7 headshots, but you get it for the price of 1. Look at that. That's amazing. Well, Mario says that he bought a John Romita Jr. headshot way back when, so we'll have to see if we can find those invoices.
Oh, I think that's going to be a me invoice.
Well,
hey Mario, if you'll just send me a message on Facebook. Those are so old. We weren't like recording names back then. So if you'll send me a message on Facebook Messenger, we'll get you added to the list.
Yeah, we were just using 1s and 0s back then. We weren't quite to names yet. So yeah, this one's going to be a Greek god Zeus torso. So this will be fantastic. I can't wait to see this one.
Thanks, Mario.
Yep, he says will do. Joe is fast, and he put a lot of work into that Medusa. That thing is just jumping off the page. You'd think that's what she would go for if she was going to get something, but I think she's feeling these Greek gods. If she gets something, I'm thinking she's going to go that direction.
Oh, are people talking about me getting a Jane Foster? Yeah.
Mhm.
If anything, it would be a Jane Foster, guys. And then it'd be a Persephone and Hades after that.
Wow.
I'm obsessed with Persephone and Hades. More so Hades. I love Hades. Even
Like
in
the Disney Hercules version, or just like any version?
No, just in general, I love Hades. I love Hades. Not all sunshine, even though I'm wearing a bright pink.
Let's
That's a
see.
good question.
Yeah, what N Steel says, what is the hardest thing that you've had to draw?
Well, since I never mastered horses,
Ooh.
horses and motorcycles. Those are the hardest things for me to draw. And I've
Wow.
had to draw a lot of motorcycles and a few horses. So, yeah, that's the hardest. And there was a thing we did for the U.S. Post Office that had various things from famous people's lives, and some of it was from musical instruments, and instruments are very hard to draw. But, I think motorcycles and horses. That's the hardest.
Wow. So nobody please claim a horse on a motorcycle playing the tuba. We don't need that. That would not be the funnest thing he's ever drawn.
Should have claimed a centaur, guys.
Yes. See, Jason, you were too late, buddy. You did pick banjo. I picked tuba, but you got the horse riding a motorcycle. See, I have the advantage of having a 20-second head start over you guys in the comments before you get the stream. I don't know if he's ever drawn a Guyver. Have you ever drawn the character Guyver, Joe? Probably not, but you never know.
I don't recognize the character. It's not MacGyver, is he?
It's more of like a he's got like a big helmet. It's kind of like a Japanese sort of suit, like armor kind of suit guy. But yeah, maybe not.
I don't know him.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we do have open claims for Joe, guys. So if anybody wants anything, we've got the one he's working on now. And then we've got one more going on after this. So if you get it while you can. Joe, so who was one of your favorite writers, or maybe you have a favorite writer that you worked with over your time in comics? Somebody you really just kind of liked the way they did it, or you liked the material?
I've got Ellen Brennert, Paul Levitt's the Earth 2 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Englehart with the Green Lantern stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a long time ago I was doing layouts for Gil Kane. And we did an anniversary issue of Spider-Man, where Spider-Man's fought a bunch. I don't know, maybe it was issue 100 or 150 or something like that.
Sure.
But Spider-Man fought many of his villains. And the writer for that one issue was Archie Goodwin.
Wow.
And Archie, I really wish I had saved a copy of the script, because it was like poetry. It was each paragraph was a page, each sentence was a panel.
Wow.
And it was like a whole book. It was 4 or 5 pages of this kind of breakdown, and it was everything you needed.
Oh wow, yeah. He just basically told you everything you needed to put in the panel, but still gave you like the ability to be able to design it. That's so great.
It was. I really wish I'd held on to that.
That's going to be the title of my book. I really wish I'd held on to that because I've got so much stuff that I wish I still had from my early days of collecting. So yeah.
I shouldn't laugh at that, but it got me. I'll get it together.
Wow. Mario says Len Wein.
Len, yeah.
Len.
I
I think he was wondering if that might have been somebody you enjoyed working with. I'm sure you did. I told him to pick like the ones that really stood out. I'm sure he could just name off tens and tens of, people you worked with that would,
Yeah, I could easily, like actually most of them were pretty good, and some of them were just really good. So, and a few were just losers, but
we need to know who those are right now, Joe. Tell us. No need to mention names. That's not
at this moment.
Save that for the autobiography. Once again, guys, we had open claims. So if anybody wants to claim something, speak now, or you might not get another chance. Let's see. Jim asks, how did you get involved with the Gods of Mount Olympus books?
It happened. I was working at Charlton, and there was a paper strike in Canada. So there was suddenly no pulp paper to print comics on, and Charlton was unable to print. And so while I was sitting around the house with nothing to do, Johnny Oxtiger wanted to do a series on the Gods of Mount Olympus and contacted me. So I was up for it, and it was just kind of out of the blue. I always liked all the am I lost? Here I am again.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was always something I was interested in, so I went along with it. I think it was really cool. And the funny thing is, occasionally some of the Gods of Mount Olympus stuff will get used, or people will check in with me to see if they can use some of the art from that run in other circumstances.
Nice.
There's a kind of Celtic Earth Mother mystic guy named Oberon Zell, who puts out really interesting books of mystical and historical things. And he wanted to pick up the attack of the Titans with the Olympian gods. And so we had a reprint after all this time in a couple of books that he's done. So
wow.
It's still, but Oberon Zell asks, he checks, and it looked cool. I was very, very pleased to see it around again.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. Nice. It's nice of them to ask you, if you can use that stuff. That's great. And then someone also asked, Mario asked, what's your all-time favorite character to draw or work on?
Oh golly.
See, once again, we're asking you to choose between your kids.
And it always, it's between E-Man and the Huntress.
E-Man and the Huntress. There you
go. Two characters I was involved with and helped create, and were just a lot of fun, and their stories were fun. It's between those two, and of course, I was always loved anything with Gnort or Chip and the Green Lanterns, the goofy stuff.
Is it actually Gnort, not Nort?
I always say Gnort.
Okay.
I am sometimes corrected, but I like to say Gnort. So.
Okay. And Chip, love Chip. He's always been one of my favorite Green Lanterns.
I think he's dead at the moment, but he's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, I think so.
So Bill was saying that he regretted not having you do a Radioactive Man story. Would you have done a Radioactive Man story for Bill?
I'd do most anything for Bill. Yeah.
See, Bill, now we got to get him to do one.
I don't think
Don't
there
worry
are.
about the no one will notice.
No one will notice.
Is there a book in your head that you'd like to do?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a book in your head you'd like to do?
In my head that I'd like to do. I don't know. I've done like just about everything. So there's nothing that's just come up, but not at the moment. I did samples this past year for a graphic novel based on a novel about Nikola Tesla. I love Nikola Tesla.
Me too.
Maybe that will come back around. It wasn't picked up, so it didn't happen. But I would like to do that. That might come back around.
That sounds interesting.
Let's see. Mario asked, did you like working on comic strips such as Scooby-Doo? Makes me want to more with your storytelling. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I loved working on Scooby. And I really liked that we had like a rotating bunch of writers. So you never knew. You always knew the villain was going to be a real estate agent in a real estate, but you never knew quite how you were going to get there. So,
right. So, they didn't just show up to the town and say, I think it's Old Man Jenkins right off the bat. It was all. Let's see. Jonathan Tan says a graphic novel on the Old Testament. That sounds interesting.
Did I do that?
I don't know. Maybe he's suggesting something. I have no idea.
Yeah, I could do that. Sure.
Ah.
Oh,
Did you do it?
It just hit me. When I was working with Jack Harris, we didn't do it, but we did samples for the next generation. Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel and Seth and all. It was good. It was like a family intrigue thing with fighting dinosaurs and the backstory of what's. That some part of that would have been what we came up with.
Wow, that would have been crazy. Oh my gosh.
Samples. I don't know whatever happened with them. I'll have to ask Jack. But it wasn't picked up. Yeah, too bad.
Adam and Eve, dinosaur hunters.
Oh, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
Now you're gonna get a dinosaur, Monica?
No.
Oh my gosh, a Greek god on a dinosaur. Come on. Riding a motorcycle, playing a tuba. No, I'm just kidding. And I just had a huge thunder strike outside, guys. So if by any chance, if I lose power, I will come back as soon as possible. That was pretty big. just something that would happen on our show.
Well, I was laughing at what Annika just texted you.
Oh,
Sorry, I teach children.
oh, geez.
It's the first thing I always ask.
Yeah, Jane riding a dinosaur. That's what you need. Jane Foster. She's flipping that hammer, riding a dinosaur.
That'd be sick.
Doesn't she ride a unicorn now? Are they unicorns or are they just flying horses?
Pegasus? Is that Pegasus?
Oh, because she's a Valkyrie.
Yeah.
I'm
I
lost
think
now.
they're
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, no idea. No idea what's going on in there.
I think it's a. I think they're Pegasuses. Pegasi.
Pegasus.
Pegasus. Pegasuses.
Pegasi.
Pegasi. Butterfly transformopods.
I know. T-Rex eating a horse. Oh, poor horse.
All right, guys, we're running out of time here to get a piece from Joe. We are not going to keep him probably past 2 hours, guys. So we've got the one he's working on now, and we've got one more in the hole. But if you want to get something from Legend Joe Staton, please, claim it now or forever hold your peace. And if you're lucky enough to see him in person, he will be at Heroes Con in a couple weeks, where we will be picking up all of this art from him in person.
Hey, Mario, I sent you a direct message on Facebook Messenger. So if you have a second, just take a look at that for me. Thank you.
There you go.
No.
Yep, look at that Zeus. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, just.
He's two fisting lightning bolts there. He's ready to light somebody up. So Annika, you haven't set anything up for Heroes Con?
Nope.
That is some loud clicking. I love your keyboard though.
It's a clicky clacky.
It's a clicky clacky, that's right.
Clicky clacky, clicky clacky.
Oh, number one Farmal Man. Farmal Man. See, wow, I gotta stop with these.
We're all struggling.
Number one Marvel fan says, "Hey, chat," and the chat will say, "Hey to you, number one Marvel."
I could break her right now.
I know you can.
Do it. Do it. Play it.
Do you know that cover where the
Stop
Thor is
it.
holding up the thing by Ron
Mhm.
Wilson?
Yeah.
Yep.
What if he did one where it was Jane Foster Thor holding up the thing?
That's what he's supposed to do for me, Ken. That's supposed to be my hero's commission.
Well, there you go. You got one.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't show her though. You can't show her.
Nope.
Wait, what? It actually happened?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything. What? What did you?
Do I get to drink a happy juice today, guys?
Is it a day ending in wine?
Yep.
Notice how I said
A
wine.
hard liquor day.
Wine. A hard liquor day. Wow.
Yeah, guys, when you have like 5 more instructional days as a teacher, it's a nightmare. Everyone's a nightmare. It's just.
I just stumbled into an Annika shirt though. I think it should literally be a picture of you and saying, "I only drink on a day ending in wine."
I do. I drink every day. That's actually not true. Sometimes I don't drink.
I saw that on Instagram today too, and I thought of her.
Oh, God damn it. It's not good. It's not good, guys.
And just in case we got some new people on who were not on earlier, guys, we are going to have Tom Richmond on next Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. He's going to be doing sketching, probably headshots and torsos, and we'll have some examples and prices on that on the Facebook page during this week. The week after that, we will have Scott Shaw, who is going to be making us Smurfs. We are going to be Smurfing the Smurf out of the Smurf. You guys are not going to be ever needing to hear the word Smurf again with how much we are going to bring that up.
Oh, listen, if turns into one of those, chats where, somebody just wants to set it off, it'll be just Smurf throughout the
Oh,
chat.
yeah. It'll literally, that word is going to be used for everything. Listen, Emilio, you know where you can Smurf it. Oh.
I'm gonna have so much fun on that show.
We just got to make sure. Ken, have you sent him images of us yet to Smurf? Because I got to be Smurfed. I've been Flintstones.
That's the Anthony voice.
If there's something specific image you'd like me to send him,
Okay.
we can do that. Or I'm gonna find something goofy on your Facebook page. Just
I give you full carte blanche to just go on my Facebook page and find what you want.
Dittos.
Yes. Listen, I got Sergio drew me once, and that's like the pinnacle of somebody drawing you. So everything else after that is just, just Smurfy.
Oh, yeah, I haven't gotten a Sergio.
It's just Smurfy.
So Smurfy.
I'm gonna.
All right, everybody, look at this. Check that out. Oh my God, it's so great.
Very cool.
Okay.
All right, so the next one we have is the
Solomon Grundy.
headshot of Solomon Grundy. Wow.
Born on a Monday.
Died on Tuesday.
Wow, guys, I can't. I'm sober.
He didn't die on a Tuesday. I think he died on
Yeah, for the
Thursday.
Smurf show, you can't be sober, Annika.
Why? So my Smurf voice comes out and Anthony Snyder can be proven correct? Oh,
Yes.
no. I was all like this the whole time.
Oh yeah, he totally has to name us different Smurfs too. Oh my God, that's gonna be great. Oh, Annika, you're not gonna be Drinky Smurf. Come on, you put some thought behind this. Come on. And I'm probably gonna get Whiny Smurf for
No,
completely.
you're gonna get
different
gluten-free Smurf.
reasons. No carb Smurf.
Oh,
Keto
no,
Smurf.
carb Smurf.
Keto Smurf. That'd be
Keto
good.
Smurf. Wait, I'm just very confused of how I am the drinky one out of me and Bacon.
Because
Bacon,
Bacon is downtown Smurf.
Bacon's more drinky than me.
No, that's not true at all.
So true.
Them's drinking words.
What are you drinking right now, sir?
Well, of course I'm drinking something right now.
I have nothing. No drink. No drink. No drink. No drink.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I
Let's
drinking?
wait and see how the Heroes auction goes in a couple weeks.
It's gonna go great because I'm just gonna get a drinky Smurf voice and annoy Anthony. I'm gonna go sit right behind him, and I'm gonna tap Ken. He can. He can. You should bet on that.
Mini Smurf.
Jeff, you brainy smart, and Bacon get Papa Smurf. I mean, Bacon, you do look like a Papa Smurf with your
I
nonsense.
do. You're right.
Let's see. N Steel asks, he wants to know, Joe, are there any comics that you still read today? Is there anything out there that you picked up?
No.
Like, let me.
That's a good, concise answer.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to keep up for a while, and it kind of all got away from me.
Yeah.
As it does.
Understandable. He likes, even that was the thing about it. Even the 80s, even if you read DC and Marvel, there was probably less than 25 books between both companies in the 80s. And now 25 books is what you get from, Dynamite probably has 25 books they put out every week.
In a week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like the weekly shelves are so packed nowadays. It's crazy.
Hold on a second. I want to go back to the Smurf thing.
You're going to be Jersey Smurfs.
We all have a job like the Smurfs.
I haven't watched the Smurfs since I was a child, and we all know I'm a goldfish.
Well, no, one of them was just one of them was just Grumpy Smurf, wasn't he?
Grumpy Smurf.
Aren't those the dwarfs?
No.
There's no Grumpy Smurf. That's a dwarf from Snow White.
It wasn't Jack Smurf.
Yeah, there was Vanity Smurf. That's not a job to be vain.
It's a personality trait. You understand what I'm saying? Something that
I
can
got
attach to us.
That's what I said. You're going to be Jersey Smurf.
There you go. Jersey Smurf.
Untucked Smurf.
They get to be Hockey Smurf.
I'll be Hockey Smurf.
I think I used to have a little hockey Smurf. When they had the Smurf dolls. I think I used to have a little hockey
Smurfs
Smurf.
are named.
Is there a thing where you can figure out what your Smurf is? Put in your character traits and it just names you like a drag name or a
So I looked it up, and Papa Smurf is obviously the head, and then the rest of them are just named after their main personality trait: brainy, greedy, vanity, lazy, clumsy, hefty, jokey, dreamy.
I could be like 8 of those Smurfs all together.
Yeah. My name would be
Hefty,
very long.
lazy,
What I'm saying is we should come up with a unique Smurf name for each of us.
Yes. So we need new character traits that are not already existing Smurfs. It's not going to be easy, but we can do it.
Type A Smurf. Organized Smurf.
Organized? Really?
Emo Smurf.
I'm super organized.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Organized Smurf?
How about Tardy Smurf?
I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking that too.
I'm only tardy here, guys.
Smurf. It's been decided by a unanimous vote.
I'm not only here am I tardy.
Write that down.
In my real life, I'm not tardy.
138 is the timestamp on that comment, Ken, by the way, if you want to look it up later.
Tardy in real life.
And Marcus, I don't think handy Smurf means now what it meant at the time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Smurf.
Yeah. I mean, God, you could go anywhere with this. I'm really not going to get there. I mean, I got like 50 things going through my head right now. They're basically saying canceled.
No.
So I'm just going
to. Jeff should be caffeine Smurf or coffee Smurf.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the irony is my beverages tonight did not have any caffeine in them. They were literally.
All right. I think I got hockey and I got Teachy, but which is Jeff Pizza or is he Chatty?
Jeff is Chatty. Because Jeff is pizza.
Listen, it's my job, damn it. I'm supposed to.
Ken's from New Jersey.
So Ken is Pizza Smurf?
Yeah.
Okay. Jersey Pizza Smurf? Can he be Jersey Pizza Smurf?
I would shed a tear.
Yeah, Annika could be whiny Smurf.
But that has like 2 meanings. Like, am I a drunkard
Exactly.
or am I a whiner?
That means 2 things.
I need it in context.
Don't question it, just roll with it, tiny baby.
She could be Tiny Baby Smurf.
That's what I was going to say. Tiny baby Smurf.
I also love pasta.
Pasta Smurf.
I love pasta. Who doesn't love pasta? Oh, actually.
People keep trying to bring us back to normal conversation in the chat. Good luck.
All right, fine, TJ.
TJ asks, Joe, any femme noir projects from you? He already said he's kind of retired, but he wanted to know if you have any femme noir projects in the works or anything.
I'm afraid not. I really enjoyed femme noir, and we got some really nice stories. And but actually, Eva Chris Mills, created femme noir, and I designed her. And Chris has kind of given up writing comics now. I think he's working on the great noir novel at the moment. But if Chris showed up with a film noir project, I would definitely be interested, especially if we had Orazio Attalini inking the character again
Wow.
previously. Best inking I've ever seen. So,
Wow. That's high praise.
but I don't know of anything that's in the works. Sorry.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Chris, I know you're watching. So, there you go. Joe's in if you're in. You come up with it. He's in.
Right.
Oh, I can already see Solomon Grundy. Oh, my God. He looks so good. All right, guys. And I point this out again. We got about 19 minutes left to show. If you want something from Joe, throw it up there. We have some open claims going on right now.
But as we're getting close to the end, guys, just want to remind you that you can get pre-show commissions even if you're not at HeroesCon or HersheyCon. We do have Elisabetta D'Amico, Mike DiCarlo, Aranga D, Pascal Ferry, Jesus Moreno, and Bill Morrison and Ron Wilson all open right now on the website. If you go to 4ccomicart.com and click on the commissions button at the top, we are going to close that list at probably sometime this weekend, before this weekend's over. So we'll try to post that on the Facebook page and on the Instagram. But we will ship them. All you got to do is tell us that you want it shipped, and we'll get these guys.
Because we're going to pick them up either at Heroes or we're going to pick them up at Hershey, depending on
Pascal, Jesus, and Elisabetta are very hard to get in the U.S. So if you want them, let us know, and we will ship them.
Annika, are you claiming a torso sketch of yourself?
No, I didn't realize StreamYard had permission for once. Shockingly.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we have it. Oh my gosh. Have we not gotten a single Facebook user in the chat?
We haven't.
Wow, I just totally ruined it. Someone's going to come up and they're just going to be a Facebook user now. But that's the first time we've ever done a show where someone has made a comment and has not forgotten to give StreamYard permission to see their name. So you get a golf clap, everybody. Total golf clap for giving StreamYard permission to see your name. That is a first. Mark it down.
You got to celebrate the little things sometimes.
Exactly. You always got to celebrate the little things. It's like rule 19 of living in the zombie apocalypse. Enjoy the little things. Annika would love to claim a torso from you, Joe, of Jane Foster Thor, if you're okay with doing Jane Foster Thor.
Can do that.
There you go. You froze a little bit, but I'm assuming I think I got the gist of it. You said that you can look it up, I think is what you said.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not going to be the only one now, guys. I'm not going to be the only one of our group without a
Show him
Joe.
some reference.
Huh?
Show him some reference.
I don't have reference. I gotta. My walls are blank.
You got a computer. Find an image somewhere.
Oh, this is my work computer.
Have you ever heard of Google?
Yeah, but my work computer doesn't like me.
Bacon, what do you have a Green Lantern? You have a Green Lantern character, don't you?
No. No, I actually have a penguin. The penguin
Oh, Penguin, nice.
from Joe.
That's awesome.
Ooh, that'd be cool. The penguin. I also love penguins. They're
It was the one that Earl posted on Instagram. I don't know if anybody saw the Instagram post, but
Oh, I did. That's great. Yeah, that's
Instagram's
awesome.
blocked at my school. I really get nothing, guys. I'm at a dead zone at my school. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, Emilio, I remember that when you got something from Joe on the Cartoonist Society Foundation show we did, I think. That's great. Battle damage Spidey, yeah. Oh, let's see Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy.
look
Oh,
at that. Born on a Monday.
look at that. That's awesome. All right, which one is next? What am I forgetting before Annika's? Is there another one in there?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
All right. So since Annika took that spot, yeah. If we need to show him who this character looks like, though. Otherwise, he's gonna have to look it up himself.
I've got Huntress, I've got Hulk, I've got Battle Damaged Huntress, I've got Zeus, Solomon Grundy, and Jane Foster. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Whoa, Ken, I've never seen that. Who's that? Artist.
I think he just typed in something on Instagram and it popped
Big
up.
boobies, Ken. Those are really big boobies. She doesn't have.
Wow,
boobies.
that's some fan art, Ken. Come on, find some good stuff.
Oh, look, he typed in ugly Jane Foster Thor. I was like, what search does that say?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, those are such big boobies, Ken. Her boobies aren't that big.
That was the best I could find. That was so fun.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
There's lots of awesome images of Jane Foster out there.
I don't know how to share a screen.
Sometimes I don't think she's actually typing anything. I think she's just clicking stuff.
If you hit Annika, if you hit present at the bottom, you're in admin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hit present at the bottom.
God, you guys are asking a lot from me. Present. Just share my screen. Share. Oh Lord.
This is the thing. He's gonna find it himself before you guys find him.
Found it.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's a great one. Blow that up.
I
That's
can't.
gorgeous.
It's really pixelated.
Is it?
Yeah, they're pixelated.
Oh, it's gone.
I think
Hold on.
I found that version, I think.
It's like that.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm sharing the wrong one.
Okay.
That help? Is that better?
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
There you go. That's how you do it.
I don't know, guys. I don't do distance learning anymore.
Distance learning.
Okay.
I don't know how to share my screens. I don't know how to stop sharing. Stop sharing.
Am I doing a head version?
A
Torso.
torso, please.
Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find you a nice image we can put up on the screen here that's not pixelated.
Oh, he found one though. He has one on his.
Oh, he has one himself. Okay, well.
Okay, I don't know how to make him big. Oh, I do. No, I don't. I did it. Ken, I did it. Look,
Thank
Ken, I did it.
Thank you very much.
No, I have my contacts in, guys. That's why I was able to read Ken's terrible search bar. Sad. So sad.
All right, guys. Last chance. Like 10 minutes left to get something. If you want to get something, now's the time. But I will come out here early, and I want to thank Annika for coming on the show, and Bacon for being here, and Ken for being there in spirit and background, and putting everything together. And of course, Joe for being here. It's a pleasure. Such a pleasure to have you on the show tonight, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, again, there's the one I found. So that's the little. I found this image of Jane Foster. So I sent that to the group there. So I thought that was a nice one.
Yeah. How did Ken share that so fast?
It's not his first rodeo.
Yeah, Ken's like lightning.
I know.
Joe did do some great stuff tonight, Emilio.
Yeah, incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Killed it.
She was using this image, I think, so.
Any last minute questions for Joe before we start logging off, friends?
yeah, we still got a little bit of time left. You know, we're gonna, but unless anybody else wants something, this looks like it's gonna be the last one Joe does for the night. How's your Solomon looking? Did you go somewhere, Mario? You missed it?
He went
finished
somewhere.
it. And if you get a sec, Joe would love to see his Solomon Grundy. I guess he had to go run to the other room or something. If you wanted to show that one to the screen, Joe.
Oh.
The Solomon. Look at this.
Oh,
Oh, he's at work. Well, thank you for sneaking away from work to get some art, buddy.
love it. Bad influences right here.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, one last time, guys. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be doing our live art for Daniel Picciotto's Wolverine 50. He did a 10-page story. All 10 pages will be available for purchase. They do come out tomorrow. The comic comes out tomorrow on Comic Book Day. So please pick that up. And we'll have all 10 of his pages available for purchase. They're all very reasonably priced. So please tune in for that if you want first chance to get pages from this book. Wolverine is in every single page. It's got Jubilee in it. It's got a special villain in it. I don't know if I spoiled it already, but if I did, then you have to go back and watch earlier. But it's a really cool, nice 10-page story. We also have next week, Tom Richmond from Mad Magazine. See, Ken is just slipping them in there. He's slipping them in there. Tom Richmond from Mad Magazine will be on our show next week. Please tune in for that. And the week after, Scott Shaw is going to make everything Smurf-rific, and he will Smurf you. All you need to do is get the claim. You can send us in a little picture. We'll forward that over to Scott, and he can turn you into a Smurf or a Snork. You know, he drew the Snorks too. So if you want to be Snorked, you can be Snorked before you're Smurfed.
What's
It's
a
up to you.
snork?
You don't know what a Snork is?
No.
What's a snork?
Oh, see, what's a snork? So it's basically in the 80s. When somebody had a good idea, like the Smurfs, they came up with different versions of that. So these are basically like
These guys?
they had little snorkels on their head, and they were basically like underwater Smurfs. That's kind of what their deal was.
Yeah.
No noses though. I don't think I remember.
No
noses.
noses. They're weird.
Yeah, but Scott drew those too, so he said he could snork you.
Did he?
He could snork you or smurf you.
Oh my god, wait, I like their little octopus pet. Aki. I got distracted.
Okay. I heard that.
And then and we'll have some art for sale. And like Ken was talking about, guys, he brought some really great stuff out, including the page 1 of Sonic the Hedgehog #1, the first page. Title splash.
Oh yeah, that page is sick. I mean, I've never seen it. I don't know what you're talking about, Jeff.
So we'll have that, and then just a few days later, we'll get to see Joe in person when we all go to Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then 2 weeks after that is HersheyCon, where they have the Inkwell Awards. Ken will be there. We'll have a wonderful Isabella D'Amico will be there, and she is going to be. Once again, we have a live commission list open for her right now. And even if you're not going to be at the show, you can commission her, and we can pick those up at that time. And then a few weeks after that, we will all be in San Diego. Well, Bacon will be at Raleigh with Mike DiCarlo and Ron Wilson, and Ken and I will be in San Diego with Bill Morrison.
I'll also be in Hershey.
And Bacon will be in Hershey too.
Perfect.
And then
Sorry, guys. I only had a small bag of pretzels today for eating.
For eating. That's not a good. That's not a healthy meal.
I know. I was really busy today. So, which force
It's
do
gonna cost me a fortune in security.
Huh?
So bacon's going to cost me a fortune in security at Hershey.
Why?
I'm going to have to hire security to keep you away from Elizabeth.
No, it'll be okay.
Guys, I don't know.
But once again, she is nominated for an Inkwell, guys, and they have the Inkwell Awards there. And we got our fingers crossed that she's not flying all the way to the States from Italy for just the convention. We're hoping it's going to be a double whammy, and she might come out with the victory on that. So we don't know. She doesn't know. We'll see, but we're all rooting for her.
I think she's nominated for 2.
2
Yeah.
doubles her chances. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, she's super excited.
Wow.
So
Let's see. We'll finish with a question here. So, and Steele asked, Joe, did you work with Neil Adams at all? I feel like every time I ask him a question, he freezes. Nope, never worked with Neil. No.
Never worked with Neil. There were times when Charlton was publishing licenses like the $6 Million Man,
Mhm.
and I would do the comic book version, and Neil's studio would do the black and white version, the magazine version.
Mm.
So, but I don't know. I never worked directly with Neil.
Oh.
Speaking of the $6 Million Man, Annika, and your new favorite movie, Fall Guy. Did you catch the scene where they played the $6 Million Man sound?
No,
You didn't hear that? Oh,
I didn't watch that show.
Because they're both Lee Majors. You know the sound the $6 Million Man makes when he's running, and it's like,
Pitching? Oh, is that? Oh, that's
you
and
know,
not pitching.
they actually play that sound during the Fall Guy movie, and I was like, oh, I was like, I got that reference. I got that. Lee Majors, star of both.
It's my favorite movie of the year, Jeffrey, and I'm still shocked that you thought that a movie called The Fall Guy was going to be realistic.
No, I said I did not. The first trailer for it seemed really corny, but the movie was actually different than that, and I liked it a lot. It was very good.
I was then very intoxicated, and that's not what I heard when we were talking.
No, I liked it. I got a little corny towards the end, but it was it's definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So.
Yeah, the trailers were very bad for that movie, guys. Mm-hmm. It is definitely one of my favorite. Actually, I think it is my favorite movie this year so far. But I'm a huge Emily Blunt stan, so I already went biased.
She is a treasure. She is a treasure. But once again, guys, we're about that time. So look at her. She's coming together already. Look at that.
She looks so great already.
But once again, I want to thank everybody who showed up in the chat tonight, even if you didn't stay with us the whole time. We appreciate you coming out. Thank you guys also we know you're all going to like and subscribe to 4C Comics and 4C Live on YouTube. It really helps with the algorithm, and you're not going to miss a single one of these events if you follow us like that and tell a friend. Once again, we'll see you guys next Tuesday and tomorrow night for our drop. I want to thank Joe. Joe, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. We really appreciate it. We had a blast.
It was fun. Thank you.
Excellent. And Annika and Bacon and Ken, are you going to come back on screen, or are you just going to be off in the distance like Charlie from Charlie's Angels? Oh, there he is. And thank you guys.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
There you go. All right. Well, Ken came just in time to say goodbye. But I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight again, and we'll see you all tomorrow night and definitely next week. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful night, and bye.
Till Scotty.